What's with these guys?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Red United TV. It's your boy, Ivorian Spice, and welcome to another episode, another week of the Catch Up Volume 64. Manchester United fans, it has been a week for us last week, an eventful week where our manager did not get sacked after defeat from Liverpool, guys. Yes, they kept him on, gave him 3 games. The game against Tottenham, the game against Atlanta, and also the Man City game, which says it all, bruv. Which says it all. This club has no ambition. They don't want to win. They don't want to win. They don't want to be successful. They just want to make the mullah. But guys, we're back here again. Those who are new to this channel, of course, as always, remember to subscribe, smash that like button, remember to share. Those who are watching from Facebook, smash that like button, share across. And those who are watching on Twitch, make sure you follow as well. And those who want to contribute to this channel as well, click on the links description. The link to the PayPal is there. And also those who want to send your super chats. And if you've got comments, please bring them along. But first of all, let me introduce the guys, of course. And let me bring it to you slowly. I'm going to introduce you straight to Munzi. Big up, Munzi, man. How you been, Munzi? I know it's been an interesting week, man. It's been a bittersweet week for us Manchester United fan. How you been, bro?
Yeah, I've been all right. It was my birthday on Saturday. So yeah, it's been all right. I could have had a better present, Ollie getting out, but oh well. I'll take it. Take a win against Spurs.
Definitely, man. If you take a win against Spurs, it was your birthday. It would be really bad on your birthday to lose again against Spurs. It wouldn't really be that nice. So a win is what was needed. I'm going to introduce me to my co-host, Amuk. What are you saying, pretty flocker, man? How's your weekend? How's it going as a Manchester United fan right now?
All right. I'm still only out. I'm happy for the team. I'm happy for the guys. At least they turned up. Good win. Can't complain. And happy birthday, Monzi.
And then let me introduce you to my second co-host, Jex. Big up to you.
What's good, guys? What's going on?
Yeah, bro. How you been, man? How's the weekend for you, man?
It was all good, man. I took the opportunity to go to a little spa break and relax instead of watching the game, So it was all good that we won in the end. But yeah, great weekend. How about you?
I'm happy for the 3 points. That's what I've got to say. That's all I really got to say. You get me? Jerome, big up to you, man. I can hear the lagging in your internet right now. Oof.
Were you liking
How
it?
you been, man?
Yeah, man, I'm all good, man. There's looking like October's a popular birthday month because mine was last Wednesday. So I was out on Wednesday and Saturday. So I didn't get to watch the full game, which is good, really, because it doesn't look like I missed that much apart from the result. So, yeah, this is going to see what happens now, isn't it, with this whole manager situation.
And next, let me introduce you to a special guest. Of course, he hasn't been on the channel before, but it's his first time. Of course, representing football in Pigeon. Of course, also a regular feature on One Touch TV as well. We've got my boy Akpos. Akpos, big up to you, man. I know you're happy right now as an Arsenal fan, enjoying things, you know. Man, how you be, man? Welcome.
Well, I'm doing great. I'm doing good. It's nice to be on the channel. Big up the panel and everyone. All the viewers right now. It's good to be on with Aver and Spice. We've been on a couple of shows together for One Touch TV and for Muncie too. So good to be on here again. Let's talk football. I think it's a good time for a lot of Arsenal fans right now. We've had a fantastic past 2 weekends, and I know Muncie. Aver and Spice, you can't say the same right now, and all the United fans on this show right now. I know it's a bad time for you guys, but hopefully you'll see some light at the end of the tunnel. But let's see how it goes.
And last but not least, of course, making a second return as well. Of course, we've been doing regular works together. You know, I've got my boy Nigerian Englishman all the way from Nigeria. You know, all the way from Niger. He's here right now representing. Big up to you, Nigerian Englishman, man. How you been, bro? Introduce yourself, of course, as always.
London.
I guess I'm coming in with the same vibe as all the Arsenal fan base right now. Yeah. Look, I was telling you before the show that me as a fan now, I'm not thinking all this long term, where we gonna finish for the season, all that. I'm here for the here and now, right here, right now. Enjoying game by game. That's it. Thank you for having me on the show, Mr. Ivor and Spice. Always a pleasure. But yeah,
Guys, it's love, bro. It's love, bro. But guys, as you know, we are here for that Manchester United therapy, along with Arsenal fans as well. We can get some of their therapy on top of that, but we want their vibes right now because they're in good spirits. So we want that to manifest onto our spirits because our spirits are dampened right now. But guys, as you know, Manchester United played on the weekend, Man United fans. Manchester United whooped Tottenham 3-0. Well, I wouldn't really call it a whooping. They just won, yeah, because they didn't really dominate the game, you know. It wasn't that interesting. It wasn't the best game of them all. But Manchester United did their thing, got the 3 points, played 5 at the back, which disgusted me at times. It was like against a poor Spurs, 5 at the back. Are you that desperate, Ollie? Are you that desperate to save your job? And I guess he was because he played old players. He dropped the youth, courage, and success and threw that out the window and decided to play his oldies, the people that he can trust. But yeah, only got the win, which means right now, as things speak, as things stand, it looks like Oli will be here for the longest time until the end of the season. And maybe next. You never know because our club is pussy. Being pussy. But now I'm going to move it to the guys so they can get their feelings on the match briefly before we move into the first half and the second half. And of course, the famous Ollie quotes in the match and the players' quotes as well. I mean, bring it up to you, Pretty Flocker. Of course, we know that you never watched the match because all of a sudden you're not in that relationship, you're in a toxic relationship with Manchester United because of Ollie gone social right now. But you decided to not watch the match. But I'm sure you watched the highlights and you saw the goals. What was your impression, your overall view on that?
I just think it's the same team. Like we've seen this last season, the season before last. Every time Oli jobs like this, the team goes out there and do something. So for me, it was just a good win. I was happy that we got the 3 point though against Tottenham as well, and they did play decent. I think better than us, but we just had that little bit of quality like we always had. Only just don't know how to use them. It worked this week, and I don't know about the other week coming up, but it was a good win.
It's a good win. Yep, it's a good 3 points. I agree with you on that one. We move it up to Munzi. Munzi, yeah, obviously, happy belated birthday to Munzi. Munzi had his birthday on Sunday, as you guys know. What was your view on that match?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really watch most of the game. I watched all of it, but I was flicking because I was streaming it. But yeah, 5 at the back don't do me at all with not the way United play. But win's a win. All right, we beat Spurs, but I think they basically give us the 3 points. But yeah, depends. I think if we'd have had City before Spurs, then hopefully they'd have got rid of him. But I'm just in that. I can't get up for a game because I just know it's gonna. Yeah, you get all hyped up and think, yeah. It'll be like the Arsenal fans now, and then all of a sudden they'll get tanked or something. They'll be all back low again. Do you know what I mean? So that's what's going to happen. He shouldn't be in the job at all. He shouldn't be Man United manager. But we'll discuss that later on. But yeah, it was all right. Whatever.
See what it is, isn't it?
Can you feel the mood? Spice, can you feel the mood?
I can feel that mood, guys, man. Like, we won, but we don't give a shit. That's what it is right now that I'm getting. Jex, big up to you. It's been a while since we've been on the channel, You're always representing what you're missing in the actual main event, man. What's up, man? Big up to you, man. What did you think of the match?
My apologies for being missing for a while. It's been few weeks. It's been a busy few weeks, should I say. The game, I didn't watch it, but the one thing that stood out to me was the fact that we played 5 at the back and also played McFred. That is just way too defensive against the Tottenham side that I've been doing much this season. So that was a big shock, but obviously after the Liverpool game, he was bound to do something drastic, and that was it. Pundits are having a go at Ronaldo for some reason, and he's better than all of these pundits put together, in my opinion. And he showed it again at 36, a goal and an assist, a great goal as well. What a beautiful volley, good assist from Shaw, and a great assist into Cavani as well. So good performance from the strikers. A bit too defensive for me, but you can't complain when you win, isn't it? This style of football won't get us anywhere long term, in my opinion.
Absolutely, man. I'm with you with that. That this style of football definitely won't get you anywhere at all, man. In this current situation that Man United are, man. Honestly speaking, I'm gonna move up to you, Jerome. Of course, you as well was busy as well, but I'm sure you managed to watch the highlights, man. What was your impression overall on the Manchester United victory against Spurs?
Yeah, in terms of the actual game itself, you could see that obviously Ollie was desperate to save his job, so the lineup that he put out was more for him more than for the United DNA, as he keeps saying, by putting all the youths on the bench, going for the back 5, playing McFred as usual. It was almost like it was 7 at the back, and you could kind of see why he did that because of all the pressure that he was under. But to put a team out like that against a poor Spurs side who are ranked among the lowest in the league in terms of goals scored, it just shows you how desperate he is, and that formation is definitely not sustainable going forward for the rest of the season. In terms of the game itself, United were pretty comfortable. Spurs didn't have a shot on target. So it was almost the perfect game for United to have after getting humiliated by Liverpool at home. So there's nothing much you can really take from the game, really, because Spurs are almost non-existent. So it was a good 3 points to have to help ease the pressure on him. But the pressure's still there because we've got 2 big games coming up. So we'll have to see how that win gets us going into these next 2 games.
Big up you, M's just come out. Hashtag Ollie out, Mr. Ollie out on the train right now. He needs to vent out his frustration. What was your view on the match briefly?
I think it's a professional performance, if I'm honest. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've got the 3 points, and it was just a weird feeling because when we won the game, I didn't even celebrate. When the scores were scored, I didn't celebrate. So it was a bit of a hard one. Do you know what I mean?
Who took over from him? He was very polite.
Who, me? I'm in the public train, innit? I can't overrank, could I? But
Ems.
but what's gonna call it? But it was a professional performance, innit? We got the job done, clean sheet. You can't complain, really. Other than obviously he was a cowboy playing three at the back, but you know we got the win, innit? You can't really say there's any negatives. Apart from no negative, actually, he's still in the job. But other than that, that's it.
So now I'm going to get their view from obviously our ops, of course, Arsenal fans right now. And let's see what they have to say regarding the match against Spurs. Obviously, which Spurs happens to be their ops. So, you know, it could only be sweet for them to see Spurs lose. I'm very sure of that. Aquas, what was your view on Man United's win against Spurs?
Ivern Spies. I think it was a good one for me. Going into the weekend with how we performed against Leicester. So it's always going to be a good weekend for every Arsenal fan when the Arsenals won and Spurs they get the L. So, but I think it was a game between two very poor side right now. With going into the game, the way United and Spurs have been performing, it was a game between two very poor side. But United, they had more quality, because I think the men on the other side, they don't play good football. So credit to United for giving me the 3 points and the 3 goals. So, but I think like Jerome rightly pointed and in his comments on the game, he said the switch information was more to save Ole's job, because this defense has leaked in 9 goals in the last 2 games. So I think that switch information was a little bit defensive, though, but I think it brought a little bit more of compactness and solidity at the back, because that defense, man, they are all over the place. They were all over the place in the last 2 games. So, but good to see United back in many ways. And for me, I think it's a good one, because Ole tends to secure his job, and we want to see him on the wheels. So good one for United, good win for United, and good to see Ole on the wheels, though. So I can see the Nigerian youth man is happy with that. So let's see how the season goes, because I think if Ole continues being the United manager, I can see my team finishing above Manchester United this season.
Therefore,
and obviously, Mr. Nigerian English. Wait. Let me get Nigerian Englishman's take on the match before we go straight into everyone. Nigerian Englishman, what was your view?
Bro, I don't understand all the doom and gloom, man. Are we forgetting one like unique thing, guys? Ole's at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel? What are you talking about, bro? On Saturday night was ops on ops crime. I was enjoying it. That's it. Tottenham were the ops versus Man United were the other ops. I enjoy them well. But Saturday night was a Solskjaer masterclass. I don't know what you guys are talking about here. It was an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer masterclass. Back up against the wall. They're all calling for my job. I'm going to pull a big win out the bag. 3-0, you know, not a 1-0, 2-0. You lot talking like you guys just snuck the win. 3-0 away from home. Big up Ole Gunnar, blood clot Solskjaer. My guy. Oh, yeah, now.
That's how pagans talk, you know.
Yeah.
You see the mockery.
That's how pagans talk, you know.
But yes,
I can't
guys,
wait till Arsenal lose again.
Don't worry about that. Guys, as you heard, of course, you all watched the match. For guys who are tuning and watching, get your thoughts on it, of course. Guys who are also smash that like button. And of course, if you want to contribute to the channel or send your super chats, please do, of course. But yes, Manchester United in that first half, actually in the whole entire game, they scored the first goal coming from Bruno Fernandes, which was, of course, people are still wondering why Ronaldo was the problem, which I'm kind of surprised right now. And getting the second goal as well, guys. Guy, was you impressed with the performance regardless? Like, this is now has become the open forum debate where anything goes regarding the performance in the first half as well as in the second half.
But
was you impressed with the performance?
Firstly, may I say, we're not a very poor side. We just got a very poor manager. So let me just correct you on that. That's what I've been waiting to say. So retract that statement. Retract that.
But you're playing like a poor side. You've chipped in 9 goals in your last 2 games. So how can you say you're not a poor side?
Right.
A team that's conceded 9 goals in 2 games. You're a poor side currently. The manager is part of your team.
We're still above you lot. Poor side, but above you lot.
We weren't talking about.
We have not considered 9
Ronaldo,
in 2 games.
Don't do that.
When we were shipping in the goals, we were a poor team, but now we're better.
Cool.
We're a better
All right,
unit.
fair enough, sir. Fair enough. So I just wanted to correct you on that. By the way, Ivorian, carry on. Sorry.
No.
Yeah,
It's an open debate now regarding Manchester
Okay.
United. The first half. What was your impression?
I
My
thought,
first half.
go on.
I'll go on, Monty. Sorry.
I thought it was boring. I thought it was like watching non-league, just sitting there boring, playing five at the back. We should never play five at the back. Come on. Do you know what I mean? And then we get, I missed the goal. I got the goal. I was like, oh, all right. And then I just couldn't get excited about the game. Playing five at the back, boring. That's what poor teams do. Like Arsenal, we don't play five at the back. Do you know what I mean? We should never play five at the back. Jesus Christ, we're an attacking team. All that attacking. Like, I just thought, boring. And then hit him on the break.
This is
Just,
wild.
I just couldn't get into it.
I will not hear disrespect on my guy Ollie's name. I'm not having that on this show. Not on my guy. Ollie, yeah. First of all, let me tell you, I'm not even trying to mock this, but the masterclass about Ollie, first of all, was the fact that he knows to get the best out of Cristiano Ronaldo, he needs a runner, innit? So playing him with another striker was a genius move. He thought, you know what? Back's against the wall. I need to win this. I need Ronaldo to be more influential. And his 2 moments of brilliance were the difference in the game. And if he didn't play that, if he didn't have that lineup and pick that lineup, you might have struggled as well. He saw a massive problem. You lot shipped 5 goals in. He goes away from home, keeps a clean sheet, and scores 3 goals. And you lot are at his neck, bro.
Englishman.
Stand on.
Just one game. Just one game. Just one game. Masterclass. Just one
Performance
game.
wasn't great.
One game. One game, you know.
Wait,
just come on,
Flacco. I'm gonna ask you one question. Yeah. Tell me, the longer that first half was going on, tell me the number of chances you saw Spurs missing. You didn't believe you in your heart knew, man, you were gonna score before halftime. Don't lie. You felt it.
But you know why? Guess why?
We
got good players, like Ems mentioned. We actually got a very good squad. We got very good players. So see how we play. Don't surprise me though. It's just how we get set up that surprised me. And that's what you heard everyone saying. 5 at the back, it's upsetting. We've got players to play every type of formation that Oli wants. And he said masterclass out of one game. One game.
Flacco,
Defensive football against Tottenham. That doesn't make no sense.
If you won 1-0
doesn't make
or
sense.
2-1, I'd understand this. But you won 3-0, clean sheets.
Ronaldo, Bruno, Cavani.
But you know, Arsenal,
they didn't even have a shot on target.
Even Arsenal beat Tottenham.
Let one person speak, please.
Go on. Basically, Spurs were the best opponent that United could have had, and I don't think that United needed to play that defensive against that Spurs team. That's the way I see it. With all that firepower that we've got and the money that we've spent in the summer, we should be going out there and taking initiative in these games. We're not playing on the back foot and scared, because that's what it is. It looks like we're playing with fear now. And as I was saying before, how are we supposed to move forward with that?
Exactly.
We can't take too much from that game going into the Champions League, because the level is going to go up by 2 when we play tomorrow.
As long as we don't play that way at Old Trafford, that's key. That's key. We can't play like that at Old Trafford, because United are branded. Oli speaks about DNA, and the DNA is attacking football. You can't play 5 at the back and play attacking football. That's why a lot of these statements are quite contradictory in some ways. Like I say, we need to be more on the front foot, especially against a team like Tottenham, whether it be home or away. And to play McFred and have 5 behind them as well, like, I had to repeat it because it just puzzles me.
It was 8 at the back, fam. 8 at
and
the back.
I thought a better manager would have resolved. A better manager would have got that DM, because everyone in football knows that we need Liverpool. They have Fabinho. Man City, they have Fernandinho. They have Rodri, who can do that as well. All these top teams have that solid DM, and that's what we're missing. We're almost playing with 10 men, having both Scott and Fred there. Albeit, I heard Scott had a decent game against Tottenham. It's not progressive. We won. It's almost like a lucky win to me, because we can play set up like this against Man City and lose. Like, it's not a way for us to be playing going forward. Like Jerome said at the beginning, it's not sustainable, not at all. So Of course, I'm always
But
going to be
Mourinho-
happy with the win, but the
Okay.
performance, it was almost lucky. It's like, I don't want to bang on about individual brilliance, but of course we've got Ronaldo and Cavani.
But can we
They
talk
can
about
do
that goal,
that,
though?
isn't it?
Can we talk about the goal that Ronaldo scored for
Yeah,
Bruno?
world class, bro.
That a
World
peak, that
class,
set
world
piece.
class.
Love it. Good
The
goal.
movement.
It was a
Yeah,
good
it
goal.
was a
It
good
was a good goal. It was a
Yeah,
great goal.
that was probably the best moment in the first half. Apart from that, nothing really happened really. It was just a
Guys.
kick in the chest. See who makes the first mistake.
And that's not the manager though. That's just intelligent players knowing that
Individual
how to
matches,
play each
isn't it?
other.
It's
That's
individual
nothing to
magic.
do with Oli. That's got nothing to do with Oli.
Yeah.
The Ivorian
Was
Spice,
if
right?
if that was Oli, you would see that same goal again and again and again. But that's one off.
How is this? How is
That's
this
one off.
different to what Mourinho did? Mourinho started playing this and he got sacked. This is the Mourinho way. We don't want to go back to Mourinho.
Look,
He played five at the back.
guys,
Do you know what I mean?
guys,
And he got
this
sacked.
is what I want to say,
So-
yeah, because this, Akpos, I hope you're with me here. I don't know.
Sure,
what's
sure.
going
I'm
on
with you,
here.
man. I'm with you. I got your
I don't know
back.
what's
I
going
see
on
this
here.
guy.
Hold on, wait,
These
hold on.
guys.
No, let me just understand something. Let me make sure I'm clear.
Mhm.
First of all, the team that collected 5 at Old Trafford, anyhow, then went away from home, conceded no goals and scored 3, are complaining about their manager. Can you imagine? I'm confused.
Bro, listen.
Yeah, I agree.
Bro.
I agree. He probably shouldn't play that same lineup for the next game. But we're talking about getting a professional job done after leaking 5 goals in your backyard. What more could you ask from the great man, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, on Saturday
Bro,
night?
listen,
What more did you
Calling
want?
him a great man, you know.
What
We
more did you want
we
from
got
him?
we
What
got
more?
up in high
Great
He's on the
standards.
wide. He's on the wide.
Champions
You
League
troll.
winner. You're just talking about him anyhow. Like
You
he's
troll.
one.
Nah,
You know what it is?
Extra
We're looking at we're looking at the bigger picture. That's it. We're not
Yeah.
looking at the Spurs game in isolation.
Do you know-
we're
do you
looking
know-
at
Okay,
how we're
so
gonna
Jerome,
move forward.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Would you swap Arteta for Oli?
Oli.
This is not.
No
this is
way,
not the
no
answer.
way.
No, answer. Just answer.
No way.
Answer. Just
No
answer the
way.
question, please.
See this guy.
Exactly.
Hold
No,
on,
no,
hold on.
no.
Thank you, James. Thank
Jerome,
you.
Jerome.
We got Football Capital
My
tuned
question
in.
is, do you is it the personnel that you didn't like or the formation you didn't like? What was it?
Formation.
Everything.
The
Formation.
The formation, the way
You
the
can't
team
have-
set up, the tactics, if there was any. That's not the United way.
So what if you
We
keep
can't be
throwing?
going into every game where we're having the less amount of possession in games. The amount of money
How
we
would-
spend when we're going out there controlling games and not sitting on the back foot.
You might want to
come
mute
in?
yourself, bro.
Like
Can I come in?
Bar Fred.
Yeah,
Like let's
yeah,
say you
yeah,
replace
go in
Fred
after that.
with Van der Beek and you put like Sancho instead of Wan-Bissaka. That could be an exciting lineup.
No, we don't want to play. We don't want to play Sancho right wing back. That makes no sense. Like, listen, Tuchel, yeah, he plays 3 at the back a lot of the time, isn't it? And we all praise him. We don't have the players to play 3 at the back with wing backs.
You don't think so?
Jose tried it, and we used to play Martial as a wing back. It doesn't work. What are we going to play Rashford as left wing back with Shaw? It doesn't make sense. We don't have the players to play that way, to me. And we should just play 4 at the back. We've got Varane. Why did we buy Varane?
And that just shows
Varane is supposed to solve that problem.
Can I just intercept? I want to let Akpos go because Akpos wanted to say something. Akpos, go ahead.
I think some United fans actually wanted Conte to come in. If Conte had come in, what would you guys be playing if he had come in? You would have been playing 3 at the
3-5-2.
back.
How dare
Hey,
you?
he's
How
moving up.
dare
Conte will
Akpos.
do the
But
free
we
throw.
don't want
it would
Conte,
have-
though.
It would have been a 3
We
at the
don't want
back.
Conte.
system. You don't want
Who
Conte.
we?
We
No,
don't
we-
wanted
If
him.
you don't want
Conte,
Conte,
no.
you are stuck with Ole right now. So I think that's good for you, bro.
Comment section. Let us
No,
know. Do you
but
want
Manchester
Conte or not?
United, if
That's
the
with
owners
him
are
already.
good enough, they will go get the Ajax manager. Like, just
Ten
ask
Hag,
them from United.
If I'm Ten Hag, if I'm honestly, bro, if I'm Ten Hag, I don't want to go
But
to United right now.
when you are elite club, you can get
Yeah.
whatever you want. You can do whatever you
Okay,
want. You
that-
can
that's
break
good, that's
whatever
good,
rules
that's
you want
good.
to
I
break.
think-
we are Manchester United, you know.
I know
We're
you're
not
Manchester
Arsenal.
United, but I think a lot of you United fans have to be careful what you wish for, bro.
No. How we do.
When
You
Jose
lot be
Mourinho was
suffering too much, you know.
when Jose Mourinho was the manager,
Come on,
you
suffer with
were
us
saying,
now.
you want to attack. You
Okay,
are
I don't
Man
wanna suffer
United,
that way,
you want
Sha.
to attack. Yeah. But now you have Ole who's attacking, right? You've conceded 9 goals in 2 games. So, but
Can I ask you a
think-
question? Can I ask you a
Yeah,
question?
go ahead,
Did you
bro.
swap Arteta for Oli?
Arteta is clearly a better manager.
Exactly. So let us
Clearly a
complain,
better-
man.
Yes, he
We've
is.
been with him
He has
for
won a
3
trophy.
years.
He has won a
3
trophy.
years.
How much? No, I think
it's
you
not
3
that
years.
segment yet, bro. I'm telling you.
Guys,
Wait.
Guys,
Let
when
me
you
intercept,
were
wait,
saying
wait.
something about the game, you were saying the absence of a natural holding midfielder in your team, man. I think it's not that's not a problem you have. The problem you have, we all know, it's Ole. Every good manager will be able to bring out the best from the players they have available at their disposal. That's how you know a top tier manager. We've seen Jose Mourinho do it when he had players like Cambiaso, players like what's his name, Maicon at Inter Milan. We saw what he did with that team. They were not the best players in every position, but as a top tier manager, he was able to bring out the best out of them. So I don't think it's about if you give Ole now a Fabinho or any good number 4, you will still be complaining about the same thing. So I think another manager has to come in, which it's clear.
There'll be a small improvement.
Yeah,
but still
you know
good.
what?
But the big question now is who wants to
let-
come in? Who wants to take the job? Currently, in the middle of the season, who wants to take it? How many
Oli
managers?
takes till May.
We will get to that.
Oli
Let me
said till
intercept.
May.
Let me intercept now, guys, because obviously, big up to you, man, that's tuning in. Of course. Let's move it up to the other stuff of the match, because we've already basically discussed the match. We're going into something to our next territory right now. You get me? Get me? So I'm going to go straight into the parts where we talk about the quotes now, because of course you guys know earlier on, before the match start, we had Roy Keane have his say regarding his thoughts on Harry Maguire and also Luke Shaw, which came out with Roy Keane saying Maguire and Shaw last week were disgraceful, a disgrace to the club. Wan-Bissaka, I'm not even sure Palace would take him back now. He's not good enough for Man United. No feel for the ball, his decision making. And then, of course, he went on to just tarnish Roy Keane, of course. I mean, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw, especially Maguire as a captain. I'm going to ask this to I want to ask this to Munzi, because Munzi is not. You're going to have to keep it short and sweet, because we're about to finish with the Man United agenda soon. What did you think of that? Roy Keane's comment right there on Maguire and Shaw.
Well, he's telling the truth, isn't he? It's entitled to his own opinion. I know sometimes it's a bit too much, but yeah, I can't even remember the Liverpool game because I've just blanked out my memory. But I don't think any one of them made themselves look any good. Do you know what I mean? Maguire, Shaw, Ramsey. I think they're all the same. The only half decent player was De Gea. Do you know what I mean? That was it. I didn't think anyone else was that good, so he could have had a go at anyone. But Maguire's not been great this year. I don't think he should be captain. I'm not sure. Wan-Bissaka's been all right, and then Shaw's been all right, and then they've just both gone off. But then that's probably just because they're not getting trained properly. I don't know. Just don't. I don't know. Something, whether they're not playing for the manager or not, I don't know. But yeah, he was entitled to say what he said. But he could have said it about anyone, to be fair, because they're all dismal. To be fair, weren't they?
Okay, and I got another quote, of course, regarding Ole Gunnar Solskjaer regarding the results. Says Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, speaking on the Spurs game, he says, "We've put a few more experienced players in the starting 11. We need to have that experience and a solid foundation to perform from. That's the main thing." So, as you know, guys, Ole played a lot of experienced players to save his ass. And of course, I thought to myself, well, you're entitled to, because you need to do something to change the situation that you're currently in. So I can't blame him for trying to change things. You can't go at him, man. If he was desperate and had to make changes, that's the honest truth. Honestly speaking, he had to do something. But yeah, I wasn't happy with that 5 at the back and playing Ronaldo and Cavani, because at the same time I thought, what about the rest of the guys? What about Sancho? But speaking again regarding Oli, one of his quotes on the match, he said that the boys have been really good. They've worked really hard. It has to be it has to be banter in football. I can't believe he said that. He said he has to be banter in football. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. I can't believe it. Ever since Tuesday morning when we came in, we had a plan with the coaches. We sat down with the players and made sure that they we're all buying into the plans. It's a little bit of different approaches when you're away from home. We have had a difficult week and they've stuck at it and worked really, really hard to get this result. Jegs, what do you think about what he said right there?
To be fair, after you lose 5-0 to Liverpool, you have to take it seriously, because for me, that's probably the biggest defeat I've seen in my lifetime, you know, in the Premier League as a United fan. That 5-0 actually really hurt. So after that game, they had to. I'm surprised you didn't call them in Monday morning. What were they doing on Monday, fam? After that 5-0, they're taking no day off. You have to come to work Monday morning, 8 a.m. So I'm even surprised it's Tuesday that he's talking about training. But jokes aside, we expected something, and it's, to be fair to him, he got the 3 points. I know a lot of us are not happy in the way in which he did get those 3 points, but his job was technically on the line. He had to do something. So I think, unfortunately, he is here to stay till May. I don't want to put too much hate on Ollie, because for me, it's the people upstairs. They're just inadequate. They're just inactive. They don't want to sack the guy now, so he's going to stay here till...
Hey,
I'll be right back.
It, man. Style it. You see, I would have continued talking. That's how. I'll be like that guy that was meant to do the birthday, and then next thing you know, the kids were coming in the background. The nanny came out of nowhere, swept the kid back in there. I would be able to control that situation.
Go work it.
Big up Yaya, who also said that Man United fans don't know what they want. Yeah. At the moment, Man United fans don't know what they want. I'll be honest.
The thing is, well, he said about the 5-0. I remember, I'm probably older than all of you, but I remember when we lost 5-0 to Newcastle back in the day, and I didn't. After that, I didn't feel like I did last time. After the Liverpool game. Do you know what I mean? Because with Ferguson, you knew what was going to happen. You knew he was going to kick their asses. They were going to come back, and they were going to be, went undefeated.
Win 3-0 the next game, just like Ollie did.
They went undefeated, but with Ollie, you don't know what's going to happen with him. You don't know whether he's going to bloom in. You don't know whether he's going to start himself, let alone flipping anyone else. You just don't know. There's no system there. That's the problem we've got. There's no system. You can't identify. If someone was saying to us, "Oh, what's that United system?" It's just there's nothing. It's just poor. And these Arsenal fans can carry on banting us, but they're still going to finish below us.
Look, just catching stray bullets for no reason.
No, wait. I'm sorry about that. The disrespect, man. God, have some respect for our guest, man. It's not Arsenal versus Manchester United. That was
you get what I'm saying. We're not even involved in this discussion.
Yeah, I mean, they come here to bring some good vibes, so some of that winning spirit that we need.
That's it.
I'm joking. But yeah, regarding Ollie as well, another quote he said regarding the team building from the back. Ollie said, "We know when we have a clean sheet, we have a chance to win any game because of the quality we have up front. But it's about control. I thought we spread the game really well. And well with the wing backs after the first 6 or 7 minutes, when they had most of the ball, we settled down, we kept passing, we kept switching the ball, and you could see things opening up." That's what he said. He also said that I've been here 3 years at Man United, and Tuesday's training performances by Edison Cavani was one of the best performances I has put into training sessions here. The old man, Ronaldo and Cavani, led from the front. They played well together. They had loads of respect for each other. They worked. The work rate and the quality they put in is second to none. The players played for the club no matter what. It's not about me. It's about us improving. And he spoke about the subs as well, saying that the subs added quality. I don't know what he's talking about. We know we have players like Mason Greenwood, Jesse Lingard, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho. We can put players with quality. The main thing is that was to get 60 to 70 minutes, the spaces to run into. Anyway, what Ollie had to say there, I don't give a shit, man. I couldn't give a shit what he had to say there, man. He also thought his man of the match was Scott McTominay, and he also said the Scott we've seen many times before, had injuries and had the operation this season, but I thought that he was absolutely brilliant. He won tackles, drove forward, kept the ball simple, switched the play, headed away, a few set plays out, absolutely top. I don't agree. I really don't agree, guys. But it is what it is, man. Well, let's move up straight, guys, because of course that's Man United wrapped up. Let's move on to the Premier League wrap up, our Ops Watch, where we had Leicester getting peppered by Arsenal. Liverpool drawing 2-2 to Brighton, and Man
Boring.
City getting beaten by the Palace. Crystal Palace 2-0. And of course, Newcastle, rich as ever, but still can't buy a win. You know, as rich as you are, you still can't buy a win. Chelsea spanked them 3-0. Spurs, of course, you know, Tottenham Cock Spurs got spanked by Man United. Let's move up to Arsenal. I'm going to go to my Arsenal guys with Nigerian Englishmen, followed up by Akpos, man. Arsenal 2-0, man. This is your time to shine, guys, man. Take it away.
Well, look, I'm not one of the fans. I hate our fans on social media because they get so carried away and start talking all that top four nonsense. Like, we've got a top six squad at best this season. Let's not lie. But for the first time this season, I've seen us have back-to-back good performances, and that's what I was kind of looking for. Can we actually play well for good games, not just nick a 1-0 win or turn up for a North London derby, which is really easy to get up for? So the fact that a lot of people there was a lot of talk in the summer, Leicester are a bigger club than Arsenal, Maddison is downgrading if he's going to Arsenal, all this nonsense, man. Like, and all that showed me is that social media is for the young generation, because if anyone's saying that Leicester is a bigger team than Arsenal, they just don't know the history of football, man. But what Saturday was a professional performance. We got 2 goals really, really early, and then we just said, what? Bring it. Show us what you got. You ain't got nothing? Okay, we had like a 15-minute period where they were on top, where they were really peppering us, but defensively, Gabriel, Benjamin White is coming into his own bit by bit. I'm not going to get too excited, but he's getting comfortable with his game and around his teammates. And Ramsdale, like, I don't want to say it now, but people will probably say it at the end of the season, England #1, loading. So yeah, good performance on Saturday. We got the job done. Leicester looked dangerous, but as every time they looked dangerous, we came back and put them on the back foot for a couple of minutes just to show them who's boss. We went on a proper Foxes hunt in the King Power Stadium. Done the dance, get me? But yeah, now.
Let's go.
Let me bring it to Akpos, man. Have your say on the matter of Arsenal's victory against Leicester.
Well, I think it was a very good one for me. With what the Nigerian Englishman said, we had the argument over the summer where some people said Leicester were a bigger team than Arsenal now. So I think it was that game was one that would put to end all of those nonsense, because we know all the bigger team is. So, but one thing that stood out for me going into that game was for a large part of the past years, we've not been able to tell which Arsenal team is going to show up after a decent performance. But we've been able to replicate the performance we put out against Villa, and we'll be able to start the game with Leicester on the front foot. We got the 2 quick goals and all of that. But one thing for me that I took out of the game is the fact that we're building partnership all over the pitches. We have the partnership between Ben White and Gabriel that is looking like we've got 2 very decent centre back currently at the football club. That's not something we've been able to have over the last couple of years. That centre back partnership has been one that has been problematic for us. But looking at what Ben White and the partnership Ben White and Gabriel are currently building is one that I think every Arsenal fan will enjoy over the next couple of years, if they can continue to build on this momentum and continue to understand themselves a lot more. And with what William Saliba is currently doing at Marseille, I think we'll be having a potential very good 3 centre backs at the football club who are very young guys. But like the Nigerian Englishman rightly said, we don't want to go to a little bit overhead with the good result we're having right now. We want to take it one game at a time, continue to build the momentum and all of that. But I think one thing this season that I'm beginning to see that we didn't get last season is the fact that our senior players are stepping up in games when we need them to step up. we saw that the Alien boys were carrying us on their shoulders. I think that's way too much load on those young players, those young talented players, and I think it could potentially reduce or decelerate their growth in terms of their career. But with players like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Lacazette, Thomas Partey, who I think is a key in that midfield, stepping up in game after game, I think we're currently building something, and I just want to go with the flow. And kudos to Mikel Arteta and Gaspar Edu. I think they'll be getting a lot of sticks, which I think they deserve, but I think it's time for us to give them kudos when it's due, when it's deserved. With the signings they've brought in over in the summer. Takehiro Tomiyasu, Manon's been decent. He has come into this team.
Fuck Edu still though.
Yeah, Ben White. No, I think that was a signing that a lot of people said was a panic buy because Spurs all through the transfer window, and at the last day of the transfer comes to Arsenal. We had a comment saying it was being put on the market for any club that wants to come in, but he has come in. I think the only time I've seen him play was when he played against Cristiano Ronaldo for Bologna in the Serie A. That was the only game I've seen him play before coming to the Premier League, but he has been decent so far. Ben White has come in with the 50 million price tag, I think, but what he has done so far, his ability to play from the back, carry the ball from the defense to the midfield, I think that's one we want to see more from. And Nuno Tavares, I think that's one signing that has really impressed us. I think Tenny will be watching him play right now and say, this guy is coming for my number 3 shirt. So I think this is what we want to see, competition all over the pitch. I think when we have 2 good players playing at their top game, it's the team is going to benefit at the end of the day. So, but kudos to Mikel Arteta with what he's doing. I don't want to go a little bit over the top, saying all of the top 4 we're going to make top 4. I just want to go with one game at a time and see how it goes for us by the end of the season.
Which leads me to my next question, guys. Obviously open now. Everyone can come and jump in now. Is Arsenal on a rise so far with the good performances?
The only problem with when Arsenal got that team they had, if anyone gets injured, they've had it. They haven't got these players to come in. That's their problem at the moment. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. Like when Partey played, yeah, they've got a cracking team, but Partey's injured. Then who are you going to put in? That's the problem they've got. That's the problem they've got. Where we've not got that problem apart from in midfield, and then we look worse than them. So, but yeah, if he can get more people in, then yeah, Arsenal are up there. I don't like saying it, but they are going to be up there. But you know, at the moment they've only got that team, and then after that they get injuries. Then that's their season. Do you know what I
mean? And who else wants to add to that? By the way, it's Arsenal fans. Are you guys on a rise, or are you guys taking it easy?
We don't want to talk of anything past the 90 minutes that we just played, bro. We'll leave it at that, mate. Because I'm still not convinced about this manager. Don't get me wrong, but
true.
I'm happy he's got this team to play back-to-back 2 games. But exactly like Mundy says, Partey injured, we're screwed. ESR gets injured, like who's gonna be our ball carrier? Do you get what I'm saying? Like so. It's nerve-wracking. Like obviously it does help where we only play once a week now, but boy, it's tense, man. We need to do some
I think Arsenal they just need to take it one game at a time, really, because even though they got a good win against Leicester, your goalkeeper Ramsdale, he had a good game. On another day, it could have been a draw because he made some proper solid saves in that game. So there's still work to be done, but at the moment, at this early stage, it's all about getting the wins, really. Just building up from there.
We need Oli at the wheel by the time we play each other.
I did say Arteta, when you watch Arteta play, Arsenal play, Arteta got something. You can tell that he's a very good manager, but at that time, Arsenal did not have the players to execute what he was trying to put.
And you said I was trolling.
No, listen, no. Spice, how many times have I said that?
I'll let you have your say. Go on,
no, I'm being honest with you. I would take Arteta any day, any time with eyes closed over Oli.
He has. I said that. He said that Arteta's better than Oli.
Swear down.
For real.
Yeah. There's something about him. At least there's something about him.
At least I see his football. That's a plus for you lot, you know.
You
Keep
can
that
see
in
what
mind.
he's trying to do.
That's a plus.
It's not
He's got
trolling,
football.
bro. That's not trolling right now.
He's got
This
football.
is no
He,
cap.
no, he's not
No
trolling.
cap.
I'm not trolling you, brother. Well, I
He'd also have took. He also would have took. He would have also took Nuno, but
Big up, yeah. He's Arteta is Oli 2.0. That's what he's saying right now.
True that. True that. True that.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure about that. Arteta better than Oli any day of the week, bro. Man's got something Oli don't have. Trophy, blood. Oli, fam, it's the truth, bro. Proof in the pudding. Fam, it's true though. When you go to work, when you go for a job interview, they want to see the CV, bro. What's Oli got over Arteta? And
The only thing that Oli's got over Arteta is a bigger transfer budget. And even then, it hasn't made much of a difference.
And like Oli, like Monji said, we still look worse than them.
Bro, listen, yeah, Oli's a fraud, bro. I don't want to even talk about Oli. We're talking about Arsenal. I'm gonna go back to Oli. This is
You brought it up.
All right, let's move it up, guys. Of course, big up to you guys who are tuning in and watching. Smash that like button. Throw in your questions as well, guys. If you want to contribute, throw in your super chat as well, guys. Yeah. Now, this has been interesting because Munzi had this ill feeling when I kept on mentioning Chelsea. Chelsea have won 3-0. You know, as you saw on the weekend, the Ops have dropped points. Man City dropped points, lost 2-0 to Palace, which we can talk about, but I don't think we have that much time on that. And of course, Liverpool dropped 2 points. Chelsea are top of the table, clear off about 3 to 4 points now, I think, or maybe 5. I don't know. Now, are Chelsea looking like a real title contender, Munzi? You want to unmute yourself first.
They ain't played anyone decent, really, have they? Newcastle, Jesus.
They've played Liverpool.
They beat Newcastle 3-0.
They've played Liverpool. They've played Arsenal.
Yeah, but they ain't. No. No one's really gone at them, though, have they? Their defence still worries me. I think they're just going on that high rise and then it'll
Monzi,
wow.
Remember I told you he's a very good manager.
You told me Nuno was better than Oli. Where's Nuno now?
He's still better than Oli. I'm just upset that Oli got Nuno sacked, you know. I'm upset that Oli got Nuno sacked. Yeah, I'm really upset about that.
I think this guy's communicating in a different language.
I thought you might be. Do you want me to translate? I can translate if you want.
What's that?
I think it's Russian.
Get Nuno. It says get Nuno in.
I think you're saying Oli is shit. That Manchester United could do way better.
Bro, the thing is, yeah, Chelsea doing what Man United don't do, beat the little teams, bro. That's why they're top, and we are where are we? 7th. Is it 7th?
Oh, we're 5th.
Top 4.
Bro, the same thing. It don't even matter, blood. That don't matter. The same thing.
But guys,
call yourself a fan.
I have a question. Like I was thinking about over the last couple of games watching Chelsea, is that for some reason they actually look better without Lukaku. I don't know if you see in terms of the chances they create, they're more than when Lukaku's in the side. So that could be a problem when he's fit again. Like so, that's why I don't know if they'll go all the way. I still think it's City's to lose. But
yeah, I actually agree with you on that. I think I said it like 3-4 weeks ago. I still think City are the only team that could go on a 15-game winning run at any point in the season. That's why.
And you wouldn't even know how they got the results. They'd just be spamming them teams left, right, and center.
Literally.
Yeah, but don't forget that Turkey actually is consistent. He's a stubborn manager.
He's actually good.
He is a stubborn manager.
Okay, so
he can get the best out of people.
So,
I've watched this guy play.
Can you see him benching a Lukaku though? If
I think so.
No, he can't. You know? If he have to, he can't.
100 million on him, bro.
Don't matter.
Abramovich ain't having that.
Yeah, no, but if he has to bench Lukaku and he gets the win out of that game, he has to.
Well,
he said only mastermind yesterday, right?
He's got a big personality.
He would do the same thing.
Big players, and now he's got the Champions League behind him. He's got that that confidence to make these bold decisions. It's not like he's just some new manager that just come in. He's actually, got something to fall back on. So
thing is, if they get
trying to interfere in his decisions on player management.
If they start losing, they can always get Nuno in.
Nuno's out the picture now. He's probably gonna end up going at a smaller club.
Nah, Nuno will go to like the Everidizzy or whatever.
He's
So
going Academia, blood. Academia in Portugal, blood. That's where he's going.
they'll maybe go like final.
I wonder where Ollie's going after United.
Ollie's
Arsenal.
going back to
That's
Norway,
a
baby.
baller, bro.
Norway
Going
job,
back
isn't
to
it?
Norway, bro.
Yeah,
He's to be Norway national manager. That's what I reckon.
National team.
I wouldn't want
That's what I
him.
reckon.
That's it, and that's his pinnacle. After that Norway job, boy, I don't know where he's getting another job, bro. Look, the thing is with Ollie, like, we've managed to talk about Ollie again. Look, he just keeps drawing us in. He just keeps drawing us in.
I don't know why he done that. We done that. I don't know.
We can't
why
help
he done
ourselves. We can't help it because we're not happy, bro.
Red United TV, why are you writing in a different language now?
I'm writing in Russian. I found out that it's Russian. So let man know in Russian to subscribe in Russian. Innit? So thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Innit? I'm working, bro. I'm working hard out here, bro. I'm doing the most. Gotta respect the hustle, bro. I searched what he was saying, and I said, no, let me return it. Look at that. I think he's communicating back to me in Russian.
Let me
put that up, like,
subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, exactly. Just making sure he follows and subscribe, innit? You get me? But yes, guys, regarding that, I still believe that Chelsea are genuine title contenders, and I feel like they will go for it because they're there right now while everyone else is probably dropping points this weekend. We'll see, innit? Munzi, you can have your opinion, man. You're right. You're entitled to it if you don't feel like they will win.
I reckon they'll be up. I reckon they'll be up there. I just don't reckon they're going to win it.
Fair enough. And with Palace as well. Big ups to Palace. Big up to our guy Patrick Vieira doing things, done something that we probably might not be able to do at Etihad this weekend, which is beat them 2-0 at Etihad and make sure they don't get going. Man, what was you guys' view on Palace beating Man City?
I think it was a great, solid performance. I think the difference between Vieira and Hodgson is that Vieira's actually got them playing football. They're not just sitting back and playing counter-attacking. You can see what he's been working, and they're actually playing out from the back. And I think that's positive to see. So that just shows you don't have to have the best players in the world, but if you've got a system that everyone can work to, then it can work. And he showed that proof. Gone to the Etihad and didn't play with fear. And I think that's what caught City off guard, really. So yeah, that's a great result. And it gives everyone confidence that if you actually have a goal and you be brave, you can actually get at these big teams.
And one thing he done that's actually good as well is getting everyone involved, like the plays, the way they play. Everyone's actually on their foot, like on the foot running, like everyone getting involved. I like that. And we might see the best out of Zaha, because I like them little, like, I really like it. I like his football.
What, little Pepe Zaha swap deal, January?
You lot missed out on that. What is it? What was you
Don't say that.
We got it wrong, Florian.
You don't want to hang
You guys got the wrong Ivorian, which is true, man. But big up to everyone that's tuned in. We're about to wrap it up, man. Big up to everyone. It's been a wonderful show. Those who are tuning in, remember to smash the like button. Remember to subscribe and share. Those who are watching on Twitch as well, make sure you press that follow button, especially my Russian brother who's watching via Twitch as well. Make sure I don't know how to say it in your language, but make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. And more importantly, on the YouTube, those who are watching on Facebook, more importantly, come onto the YouTube and subscribe and show your support. Contribute to the channel if you want to. The links are in the description. Send the super chat for the next one. Let us know what your overall thoughts of the game as well, and as well of the show in the comments. But again, this is the part where I plug in the guys that they tell you where you can find them. Let me start it off with you, Amok. Where can the people find you?
Oh, they'll find me here every Monday on Instagram, prettyflaco_16.
Yes, that's him. And Akos, big up to you for joining us and tuning in. Of course, we're going to see you as much as we can, especially for the Arsenal and Man United game, Where can they find you?
We did. Thanks for having me, brother. You can find me on Football and Pigeon on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. And you can also find me on One Touch TV, which is like my second home. I'm always there every Tuesday and every Thursday you can eat me up there.
Of
What
course,
time
guys.
is the show tomorrow, I suppose?
It's going to be 4:30 tomorrow. So we're there.
Sweet.
Join us.
In the afternoon.
And then, of course, we've got Munzi. Where can the people find you? If you're whenever you're ready to,
I think
Cool.
it froze you.
Well, yeah,
It's back.
yeah, you can find me at Monday Talks every Monday and Wednesday, and you can find me here on every Monday night as well.
Every Monday night, of course, guys. And let's just move it to Nigerian Englishman. Where can the people find you?
You can find me on One Touch TV on YouTube, OneTouch_T on Twitter, One Touch _TV on Instagram. And yeah, you can catch me on the Armory TV as well.
Wow,
That's me.
that is. He's everywhere,
I'm trying.
He's
man.
really everywhere, man.
Niger to the world.
That's man. Big ups. Make sure, guys, you tune in as well, and also make sure you subscribe as well, guys. And Jerome, where can the people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on this channel every Monday evening. And also you can find me on Instagram and the username jwilliams_1.
Big up to Jerome, bro. That's where you can find him on that Twitter, bro, and also, on that Insta, basically. And Ems, last but not least, man, where can the people find you?
You'll find him in the
Always
ends
last.
right now.
Always last. But anyway,
Because you're the best.
no man. Anyway, find me on Twitter. mdoms.
Ems Doms, of course, guys. You know where you can find me on your Monday night, 8 p.m. Giving you the beautiful voice, especially to you ladies, and also as often as I can, the match reaction. Tune into the match reaction tomorrow, 10 to 30, 15 or 30 minutes after the match. I'll try and make it as 15 minutes after the match as well. You tune in for that match reaction, and also the match reaction for the Sunday Manchester derby, and also for the news, of course, guys who watch on the Facebook. Remember, I do exclusive content, so keep an eye out on the Facebook group for the content, and as well, I do go live on Facebook and on YouTube as much as I can if I feel like it as well, depending on the news. As always, my ladies, remember to, of course, share the link to your ex-boyfriend. Make sure you share the link to your current boyfriend as well. Also, make sure you share the link to the guy that's been always trying to buy you lunch at work, knowing that he wants to hit, but you know that he wants to hit, but he will never ever hit. Make sure you share the link to that dickhead as well. Also, remember to share the link to the guy that's in a chicken shop that always gives you a free hot wing, even though you don't even ask for chicken and chips or anything like that. You just get a burger and chips. But he throws in a free hot wing because he wants to be as well. He wants some of that. But remember to share the link to him. Also, the guy that tried to move to you at the bus stop, but you told him you got a man several times and he told you your butt is out of anger. Remember to share the link to him. And last but not least, remember to share the link to your dad's friends that now look at you. All of a sudden, now you've got big breasts and big bum. And now they want some of this and they tell you, you have grown. And then when you share them the link and they tell you, what is this? Tell them that you found a man that does it way better than you. And that's Ivory Spice. Peace and love to everyone from the channel. We shall see you next week. We are out of here. Peace.
Easy, guys.
Peace out.
Ollie out.
Ollie out.